What's up guys, it's Blue. This video is going to go over a new build that might be coming back, and that's the Rend.TM build. I've been looking into it for a few days and been finding that it outdamages or is at least on par with the Trauma build, and I'm positive that I'm not the only one out there that likes this build miles more than the spin to win fervor build. So in this video, I just used Garathi Worldbreaker as my test dummy so I could actually have raid testing involved. I also switched my Pantheon trinket out for the Gorshalesh Legacy, so the variable for being empowered would be negated. And I also use 0 raid buffs, so no flasks or food or anything like that, since it's cheaper that way to eliminate the variables again, and not have one fight use a buff and the other one not. My other trinket for both fight was the Seeping Scourge Wing. In this video, I'm just going to show the one fight each, but I've been hitting target dummies for a few days now, and put in about 2 billion damage with each spec, just to test it out, and multiple bosses. I've done multiple with fervor since I've been progressing with that all tier, but the past few days I've been using the Rend.TM and just joining groups that I've already killed the bosses just to try it out. And with that, the Rend.TM build is definitely higher than the fervor build on every fight, or is at least on par with it on each fight. In the video, I'm using Alias Stoneheart for both, and then I'm using Archibald's Heavy Hand for the fervor build, and using the Great Storm's Eye for the Rend build. The Rend build can also be used with a Killjaden's Burning Wish if you don't have very good trinkets, but for me, I have 5 good trinkets fighting for the 2 spots, so I just went with the Helm. Also with the Rend build, your stats line up much better than using the stats line up much better using the Helm with Mastery and Haste, while the gloves have Crit and Haste. And at the same time, you're replacing the poorly itemized Juggernaut Helm, which has Crit Verse, with the Legendary Helm that has the Mastery Haste. And then replacing your legendary gloves, which are also poorly itemized, having, I think it's like Crit Haste or something like that, with Haste Mastery gloves. So using the Rend.TM build, you'll also be itemized better for your damage. Now, something that I haven't had to test with this build yet, but I want to, and I'm working on trying to get the gear, is whether or not the tier 22 piece and Convergence of Fate would have any place in this build. If you have the right pieces, I would think that it would definitely work out. But I don't have any of my tier 20 anymore. I disenchanted it once I got my tier 21. And using those 2 pieces, you'll be able to have more Ravager Battlecry windows, which means more rage generation. And then the crits are going to give you more rage, Ravager is going to give you more rage, plus all around more damage since you have your cooldowns up more. And you might even be able to get your cooldowns in for that last second of the fight more often. But since I don't have that, I can't test that out yet. I'll get that as an update to you guys soon once I'm able to get those pieces. But as for this, it's just using the tier 21 4-piece, and that's it, and then 2 trinkets that aren't Convergence of Fate. But as you can see in the video, with the fervor build, I did 1.7 million damage, and that was a quicker fight. I did 370 mil total. And with the Rend.TM build, you can see it's definitely taken longer. I've already hit 400 million. And I ended up finishing with 1.68 million, and then I also had a little bit of lag with that video. But the difference is only 20k DPS, close enough to show that the 2 builds are very much on par with one another, and either can be used. And I've definitely had fights where the Rend build is going to be able to overtake the Titanic build, especially for bosses like Coven, where you're going to have the extended debuff of Colossus Smash on the target, and then Rend on both bosses, at least ticking and fading away as you do the switch. So you're going to have more damage there, and just all around, I enjoy the Rend.TM build so much more than I do with the spin to win fervor build. So I'm going to start using this. I have my mythic progression on Monday. Since of the holidays, it's on a different day, and every kill that we're going to do, I'm going to have the Rend.TM build, so hopefully you guys will be able to see a video with that. And hopefully I also get the tier 20 stuff to be able to update you guys soon on the situation if using the 2-piece would actually be better than using the tier 21 4-piece, because in my mind, I think that the tier 22 piece plus the tier 21 2-piece and Convergence of Fate, you're going to do so much more damage as long as you have the right pieces equipped and you're not like jacking up your stats to be able to reach for it. But that's all for this video. Hopefully I'm going to be able to update you soon this week or next week once it resets and I get another crack at Summa Sargeras, and let you know if the 2-piece works out. But for now, I personally am going to be running the Rend.TM build using tier 24 piece, and I cannot wait to do that in the raid. I'm so much happier using that build. I absolutely hate the fervor build, and I know that a lot of you guys do too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a shot. If you like it, stick with it. It performs well. If you look at the parses, you'll see it mixed in a lot of the top parses for all the fights too. So Rend Titanic Might isn't dead. Fervor just sucks that much that even with the buff of the 4-piece, it still is just right on par with Rend and Titanic Might now.